Welcome to another video. This will be regarding CATIA, so sketching. So I received the following command. When I sketch the drawing in Sketcher, after completing my sketch, all appears in green. When I further go for pad, it shows that the sketch contains several open profiles. So let's take a look at this. So within CATIA, let's say that I will go within part design. And now when I will enter the Sketcher workbench, we're going to have some configurations over here. So one will be automatic sketches. Okay, so not sure exactly why it's loading so slow. Okay, so now I see that this went with NVIDIA, so it swapped the graphic card. Okay, let's just define a new sketch over here. And we're going to have over here the following. Underneath sketch tools, we're going to have this one, automatic dimension constraint. That means, let's say I'm going to create a rectangle. With that one enabled, we're going to have those automatically added over here. And as we can see, these are all within green in this case, so there aren't any problems. We're also going to have dimensional constraints, which if I will disable that, and I will just create a new pad over here, it will be as following. So we still have the horizontal, the vertical. In this case, that means I cannot change over here the angle, but if I will select that horizontal, I can now change that shape. And we also have the following one, which will be geometrical constraint. If I will also have that disabled, you're gonna see that we now just have the simple profile for a rectangle. That means I can automatically go, and without having to remove those, I can change them. Now, let's say that we have this sketch defined. I'm gonna go within pad. In my case, you're gonna see that even though we have multiple sketches, it will work without any problems. So since we don't have any open profiles over there. But now let me just hide that, and I'm going to create a new sketch. And I'm going to use the profile tool in this case, which will be the following. And I can go ahead and I can trace various elements over here. I can also swap if I want some tangency over here, or if I want some 3-point arcs. I can go and I can define that profile. Now, as you can see, for this will not be everything in green, since it's not fully constrained. And for the same case study, if I'm going to go over here on the bottom, if I will now create a profile, we're going to see that since I already have the previous one sketch, CATIA will try to add various links towards that profile. But in this case, this will be as following. So as you can see, I didn't close that profile. We have a small gap. If I will leave this sketch, if I will try to pad this, we're going to see that one of them will have an open profile, which I know is this one because I didn't close that. If I'm going to hit OK, if I'm going to hit preview, it will be as following. But I can go ahead and I can only select one of those profiles, or I can go within the sketch, and just like within the video that I previously added, we have the option to go within sketch tools. And we're going to see over here that we have 11 curves that will define this profile, and everything will be well defined and orientated. We also have this additional window where we can zoom in, we can pad around and see exactly where we have those problems. And this will be the second one, which will be the open one. As you can see, it's not that obvious where we have those problems over here within this preview. But over here within the main viewport, we're going to have those small circles over here. So those will indicate the fact that we have an open profile over here. And we can go ahead and we can delete additional geometry, or we can just go ahead, select those 2 points, add coincidence, and they will be as following. Now, this profile is over constrained, as we can see, because I can't have the same coincidence over here at the same time maintain this size over there. So if I'm just going to delete that, it will be as following. And now I can use this pad within that sketch, but as you can see, I also have that hidden. So we can see that in order to work with CATIA with various profiles, let me now just construct something else. And I have over here everything enabled for those automatic. You can find the same sketch tools. So we have geometrical constraint over here as well. We're going to have the dimension constraint, which will be as following. And over here, we're also going to have this diagnostic on the bottom. Now, for the rest feature, we can press Ctrl Y, or we can just double click on that, for example, for the line, and that will allow us to create that profile. So even though I'm over here with the line, not with the profile tool, I can create individual segments. If I'm just gonna go with the profile tool, I can easily add, but you see over here the difference. The line tool, when I'm adding various elements, even though I have this constraint and automatically dimension constraint, it will not add those additional information regarding the angle and overall length. While if I will go with a line, with those enabled, each line that I'm creating new within CATIA, it will not have those, but we see over here for the profile, it will. So there's also the following difference. If you are sketching using lines or profiles, you may encounter this if you have those automatic dimensional constraints. Now at the end, you just need to make sure that you close the profiles. And when you move the mouse over, you're going to see that a circle will appear in the top left of the cursor over here. And that means it will be snapped over there. You can also always check within sketch analyzing before doing a pad for a more complex sketch over here. I highly encourage you to go ahead and before you're going to even try to pad this, try to check if the sketch is well defined. So you should see the profile that should be closed over here. And after that, we have the possibility to work without any problems. In this case, this is just hidden and I can have that re-enable over here. And as you can see, all of those additional pads will also be defined. So I can go ahead and I can deactivate those if I only want the last one to be enabled, which will be as following. Okay, so I hope that you find this video useful. It's really weird that you have a profile that is green, and as soon as you're going to go within the pad, that will contain several open profiles, because usually when you have something that is fully defined and in green, it's still possible to have those open profiles. Let me just show you exactly. So let's say I'm going to create this one. We see this is full green over here because we know the exact location of all those. But let's say that I now want to change the profile for this. I'm going to add over here the following line. We see that since this line, it will not be automatically added over here with the values. So let's say that this will be 150. I also need to specify the angle. And even with that angle, I still need to further constrain this in order that this will be fully defined. So let's say that the distance from those over here, I'm going to receive over here an angle. But I can also specify the distance over here. And I can go, let's say, in this case, with a horizontal, this will be over constrained. With a vertical, this will actually make the profile green. Let's say that I want to add over here 150. And I can go ahead and I can create additional lines over here, which I can further constrain. Let's say that over here I want to have 80 degrees. And even though I'm going to add over here the length, this will again not be fully defined because we need to specify the exact position of that point in this case. And as you can see, this will not make it fully defined on that one. I can go ahead and I can swap the location, but that will swap the location of that point. And as you can see, this is not fully attached over there. So I'm just going to make those coincidence. And now it will know exactly where that should be. But now if I'm just going to close this, and I will add some additional constraints so that everything will be fully green. Let's say 73. And you see over here, I already have over there an open profile, even though I see that everything is green, but I still have a gap over there. So if I would go ahead and I would trim an additional section, maybe that one. If I'm going to zoom out like this, I know that over there I have a gap, but maybe it's not that visible depending on how you work on your sketch. So again, this is why it's important to go within sketch analysis. You're going to find those circles that will indicate that you have a gap over there. And we can now go ahead and we can fill that. So I'm just going to add an additional line in order to fill that. This will need to be defined, let's say 7. And now this is fully in green. And if you're going to use this in a feature, for example, of a pad, you're going to see that in this case, I will receive the following error. So we see that the selected contour is self-intersecting. So even though I had no problems with this initial sketch, you're going to see that this will actually be self-intersected. That means I need to go over here. I will need to go within sketch analysis. And again, this will state that this is open. So even though I added that line, when I added that additional value, even though everything was green, I still have this small problem over here. So I will need to delete that additional element because I overextended that line from 6.3 to 7, and CATIA didn't trim that additional element. Again, this is why it's important to always make sure that within sketch analysis, this will be closed, and now this sketch will no longer have any problems. And as you can see, it will work. I just need to enable it, and I will deactivate the previous one. And this will be the profile. So most likely, this is the problem that you encounter over here. As you saw, I had everything in green, everything appeared to be good, but as soon as I added that pad command, the sketch wasn't actually that great because I didn't verify that for that small segment that was added when I changed the value to 7 millimeters. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this kind of content. I'm gonna add over here a playlist towards CATIA tips and tricks, and I will also add a subscribe button to the right. So that's it. Thanks for watching.